boys and girls, this book is called Grumpy Pants. And the author of this book is Claire Messner. She is also an author and an illustrator. Now, that feeling of feeling grumpy is kind of a mixed feeling. It's a little bit of like sadness, kind of mixed with a little bit of angry or mad. So grumpy is a feeling. Sometimes I have that in the first thing in the morning because I don't want to get up. Sometimes I get that grumpy feeling when I have to do work that I don't want to do, or when I can't go and play with my friends. So grumpy is a feeling that you can have that just doesn't make you feel really good inside. So let's see what this character teaches us about that feeling of being grumpy. Grumpy Pants. He didn't know why, and he didn't even care. Oh, I skipped a page. I did. There it is. Penguin was in a bad mood. A very bad mood. It's like a rainy day. Ugh. He didn't know why. He didn't even care. He stomped his feet all the way home. Sometimes you don't know what's making you feel grumpy. You just feel it. He pulled off his grumpy coat and he kicked off his grumpy boots. But he was still grumpy. Now, if you were having this feeling at school, I might ask you, would you like a hug, or would you like to go take a break? I might ask you if you need to get my grumpy if I need to get my grumpy duster out and wave it over you and help you change that feeling. He tried to shake it off, but he was still grumpy. So he pulled off one grumpy sock and then the other, but he was still grumpy. So I don't think our clothes are the things that make us feel grumpy, but he's trying. He's seeing if that helps him. So he took off his grumpy overalls. Nope, still grumpy. Finally, he took off his grumpy underpants. I'm still grumpy, you know. And then the penguin took a deep breath and he began to count. We talk about those. We count down, we take deep breaths at school. 1, 2, 3. Splash. So it looks like he jumped right into a big tub. You know, penguins love water. Let's see what happens. The water was nice and cold, and Penguin played with his duck. And he hid under the water, and he made himself a bubble beard. Uh-oh, I think he's changing that feeling. Little by little, he was starting to feel much better, and it was time to get out of the tub. Now, he might not have wanted to get out of the tub, but since it was time, he did the right thing. He put on his favorite pajamas, and he had a steaming cup of hot chocolate. He read his favorite book, and he found his favorite teddy, and he climbed up into bed. And as Penguin fell asleep, he knew that tomorrow would be a good day because all of this grumpiness had been washed away. And that is the end of Grumpy Pants. So grumpy's another feeling, kind of like that feeling of feeling angry in this book about Sophie, that you can feel it, but then you have to think about some ways that you can change that feeling. And oftentimes ways to change that feeling are to do things that help you feel happier or make you not be so upset about whatever is making you feel grumpy, because sometimes I don't know what's making me feel grumpy. So I just do things that I know that make me feel happy. I hope you enjoyed that story.